Why did Annatar want the rings of power to be forged? Have you ever wondered why Annatar, the guise of Sauron, was so eager to have the rings of power created? This question opens a fascinating chapter in the history of Middle-earth. Annatar, which means Lord of Gifts, approached the elven smiths of Eregion with a charming demeanor. He presented himself as a master craftsman, ready to share his knowledge and skills. His true intention, however, was far more sinister. Annatar sought to dominate Middle-earth by influencing the creation of the rings of power. He aimed to gain the trust of the elven craftsmen, particularly Celebrimbor and the guise. By doing so, he could guide the forging of these powerful rings, which were meant to enhance the abilities of their bearers. The idea was that these rings would make the leaders of elves, dwarves, and men more powerful and prosperous. However, Sauron's real plan was to embed his own power within these rings. He secretly forged the one ring in the fires of Mount Doom. This ring was designed to control all the other rings and their wearers. By doing this, Sauron aimed to bring all rulers of Middle-earth under his influence, effectively extending his shadow over the land. The elves had the skill to create magical artifacts, but they needed guidance. Annatar, in his fair form, provided that guidance. While Celebrimbor forged the 3 elven rings independently, the other rings, the 7 for dwarves and the 9 for men, were created under Annatar's manipulation. These rings were tainted by Sauron's will, allowing him to corrupt their bearers and expand his power. The forging of the rings also served to create discord among the free peoples of Middle-earth. The dwarven rings ignited greed, while the 9 rings granted men great power but ultimately enslaved them as ringwraiths. Annatar's strategy relied on the allure of the rings and the trust he had built, allowing him to embed his malice while appearing as a benefactor. In essence, Annatar wanted the rings of power forged to facilitate Sauron's plan for domination. The rings were both gifts and traps, designed to bind the free peoples to Sauron's will through the one ring, which he alone controlled. This manipulation was a key factor in the rise of Sauron's power and the conflicts that shaped the Second Age and beyond.